The cost of living in Ghana right now, they will make you cry and laugh at the same time. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to my just thanks for coming again. My name is Marilyn Tengo and I'm a Cameroonian based in Ghana, and you're welcome to this space. On today's video, I will share with you guys the cost of living in Ghana in 2023. Someone requested I film this video and I'm more obliged to film it because a lot of things have changed. The cost of living in Ghana has changed. Like if you watch my video last year, because I filmed the same video last year, if you watch it last year, there's a lot that has changed, and let's jump straight into it. Point I'll be beginning with is the house rents. Remember in the video I filmed last year, I explained that most of the houses here in Ghana, rents are being paid yearly. Like for example, me, I paid my rent for 2 years, which I'm really happy I did, even though at that time I really wasn't happy that I was paying 2 years rent. But right now I'm excited because the way the prices of things have gone up, rent, you guys. Anyways, like I said, most of the houses here, rents are being paid yearly. And for example, a studio that used to be like 400 cedi, at least 450 goes up to maybe 700, even 1000, depending on the neighborhood. Decent studio apartment, let's say between 600, I'm going to translate the amount in dollars down, by the way. Let's say 600. Chamber hall, most of the chamber halls is almost 1,000 plus. That's in moderate neighborhoods, because if you move to like expensive places, East Legon, you get it at a more expensive rate. So let's move to utility, water, electricity and boiler. All of that will depend on how much you consume. For example, electricity, a budget between 100 to 150 cedis a month, and then for water it fluctuates between 80 to 100 cedis, boiler 20 cedis. So at the end of the month, I'm spending between 250 to 300 for utility. Now that would depend on the number of people living in a house. Obviously that would be like multiplied if there are more people living in the house. Also with the kind of gadgets you use at home, for example, if you have fridge, if you have an air fryer, if you have a microwave, if you have most of those have high voltage usage equipment, definitely you'll be spending more on electricity. Next up is internet. A budget for 100 cedi a month. Sometimes I exceed, not really fixed because of the way things go these days. Like you activate data and before you know it, it's finished. That's MTN for you. I've used Vodafone, I've used MTN, and presently I'm on MTN because I feel like their services are far better and cheaper than Vodafone. I don't know if you're in Ghana and which of the services is better. If you don't use data that much, you won't even spend up to that amount. Well, I use data for a lot of things. I'm a content creator, so hello. That's the price that comes with it. But yeah, I budget 100 cedis for data. It can go up. If you're using a smart TV, you spend more. If you Netflix a lot, you spend more. I do Netflix, but on a budget, like once in a while we do it with limit. Move to transportation, honorable transportation. Oh god, if I remember the figures I gave last year, you guys watch that video again. If you have intentions coming to Ghana, please start watching 2023 content. If you click on any video on cost of living last year, 2020, 2021, 2022, please don't watch it. Don't believe anything from it, because 2023 the cost of living in Ghana right now, they will make you cry and laugh at the same time. Let me tell you guys, the cost of transportation right now, it has doubled. The amount you spend on transportation will depend on your budget and how mobile you are, which transport system you decide to use. All of that will come into place, because if you're using Trotro, you definitely will spend less than if you're using taxi and the online transport services. Especially for the fact that I don't even have Trotro coming like towards my area, so I'm always taking taxi or taking Uber. At the end of the day, I'm spending a lot on transportation. A budget between 600 to 700. Mind you, I don't move anyhow. Like if it's not important, I'm not going there. Moving to food, I remember last year I gave an estimated budget of 500 cedi. This year we are taking it up. I mean between 800 to 1000. That's per head. And that will even depend on the kind of things you consume where you shop. Like if you're shopping in local markets, that's when you even kind of spend less. If you're to be buying in Melcom, you know, the big supermarkets, you definitely spend more. You go to the market, you see the price of something, you say it's expensive, you don't want to buy it, you stay, come back the next week, the price has added. Like you're forced to buy the item at an additional price than what you would have gone. Like, see, the advice is if you go to the market, they tell you something is 200 cedi. If you have the money, just pay for it. See, to go and come back the next day is not guarantee you will have it for the same price. That's how Ghana is. That's the truth. And it's so funny, like all of this depend on your budget. Like for example, you won't be craving something expensive if you don't have money. Also, I'm in between 800 to 1000 because I shop in the local markets and sometimes supermarkets like Melcom and ShopRite once in a while. In gas, I refill like once in 3 months, but I think it's about 100 and something, so I refill that like once in 3 months. Moving to hair and self-care, I would say I'm moderate because I do my hair like once a month, depending on the hairstyle. Like if my hair still looks good, there's no way I'm removing it because that money is hard to come by. If I go to the salon, I spend at least 200 cedi, and that's like on a low budget. For skincare products, I don't really bother too much because I have that sorted out already. But if you don't, you also have to budget for that. Go for massage, pedicure and all of those things. I mean, if you live the baby girl life, you definitely be spending more. It doesn't matter if you have the money. Now if you go to gyms, restaurants, outings, cinemas and all of that, you definitely be spending more on your budget. So that's about it for this video. Thank you so much if you've watched up to this point. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.